Well, what do we have here? A small, sad excuse of a state that can't even expand its own borders or get people to live there. What on God's green earth has you even speaking in my presence?
A sad excuse of a state. That's some bold words from a state with such a weak economy that a small state like us can outpay you.
Outpay us? What do you mean by that? If you mean your bigger bucks for bigger debts to your foreign brothers, yeah, that'll show us. No wonder you are struggling as a state. Maybe if you learn to stick with the U.S., you may be doing better.
We may be doing better. I don't know how we could. I don't know about you, but my time in Congress has served me well. You gotta learn your place. I mean, if we were really failing, you wouldn't feel the need to talk to us right now, would you?
The states were always fighting and could never agree on anything, even money. So how did we pull out of such a dark time? Civic virtue. Washington had even had to write a letter to them to get them to cooperate.
What is going on between you guys? It's almost as if everything you do must be a battle. Many years of war to get us here, and for this first year you are acting like your own countries instead of states in one country. Learn to work for the group. Don't try and be the entire group. A country is only as good as its people. So start acting like good people and treat each other as equals.
Even Washington, a military general, saw the need for civic virtue, so why couldn't the states?
So Washington wants us to treat small states like you as equals? There is no way a small state would ever be as worth as much as us. That's why when we start voting because of representation for population, we will finally have an equal say in state decisions.
Okay, so you really think that? Worthless is something I would use to describe your position. I mean, can't you see that only allowing the big states to decide what would happen, then all the small states would be left out? This is why Congress should have equal power as the states, and not the states having all the power.
One-sided? That's a fair judgment. You would never get your word to spread. So you want those congressmen to get power? Why? Because you felt powerless in office?
So it comes down to this. So if the Congress isn't going to get all the power, then why not have it to where all the rich get the power? I mean, if the rich and powerful decide everything, then we would never have to worry about this again. I guess having a king isn't that different from having a government.
So with everyone having power except for the government, the states made the decisions. So like children, they argued.
I want us to join together, so I will risk my reputation to try and bring us together, so join me. For years of disagreements is far too long. It is time to bring us together.
Without that civic virtue, the states would have never joined, but instead split, leaving them to be taken over by foreign countries and showing that the revolution was for nothing.
Well, we should just split.
And with that, they split.